Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Brooke Hash. The Louisville Zoo has just received the all clear and is back open after a bomb threat closed the campus down for the last few hours. It happened around 8:45 this morning. LMPD evacuated the zoo staff, members of a walking club, and anyone else as a precaution. Unfortunately, the incident did cause at least one Kentucky school district to cancel field trips scheduled for today. No students or buses were at the zoo at the time of that threat. New information after a triple shooting in Jeffersontown. Police say one person was killed, two others injured, but investigators say the incident was not random. The call came in around 1 this morning when police said an argument inside an apartment on Taylorsville Road near Linden Way broke out. When police arrived, they found one person dead at the scene. Two other people are being treated for their injuries. Police are asking anyone with information to call Sergeant Richard Burns at the J-Town Police Department. That number there is on your screen. That's 502-267-0503. Metro Police are searching for a suspect who they say broke into a home in Hurstbourne Acres and raped a woman in her 70s. LMPD said the woman called and reported that attack. Our Connor Steffen and photojournalist Aspen Hester spoke to neighbors now on high alert.
The East Louisville neighborhood of Hurstbourne Acres.
I love it. It's peaceful. It's always quiet back here.
Things are now calm, but homeowners' anxieties are mounting.
When that sort of thing happens, it definitely gets your attention.
I was just shocked. I didn't think anything back here would happen.
Around 2:30 Wednesday, police say a man knocked on an elderly woman's door. When she answered, he pushed her to the ground and raped her before stealing items from her home and running off. Police described the suspect as a 5'10" black man with a thin build, wearing a black shirt and either jeans or blue pants at the time of the incident.
Because there's always people out walking or riding their bikes or anything, and then the police car that drives by all the time.
As neighbors grapple with an unthinkable tragedy taking place just feet from their doorstep.
I don't see any kind of threat. I don't see any looming issues here.
They're choosing vigilance, not fear.
Because none of us have experienced this sort of thing in this neighborhood before that I know of.
We're always cautious about everything all the time, so just keep an eye out.
A moment for pause as police continue their search for the suspect. In Louisville, Connor Steffen, WHAS11 on your side.
Police ask you to reach out if you have any photos or video that can help this investigation. You can call the anonymous tip line, that's 574-LMPD, or use the department's online portal. A man is facing charges in connection to a deadly shooting in the Taylor-Berry neighborhood. Raymond Holmes is accused of murder and receiving stolen property in connection to Wednesday night's shooting. Police say it happened just after 5 at the 3400 block of Taylor Boulevard. That's less than a mile from Churchill Downs. Court documents say Holmes was seen on camera chasing a man before shooting him. Police said they searched his vehicle and found a handgun that was reportedly stolen last May. Holmes appeared in court yesterday with a bond set at $75,000. He's expected back in court next Friday. Well, this Derby, a familiar face, will be glaringly absent. A judge upheld Churchill Downs' ban of Bob Baffert, put in place after his horse Medina Spirit failed a drug test. Baffert trains for Zidane Racing Stables, which sued Churchill Downs to try and get one of its horses into Derby 150. Judge Mitch Perry said the case held enough merit to not dismiss it, but not enough to grant a temporary injunction. Churchill Downs sent a statement saying, "We are pleased with the court's decision. We have communicated clearly about the rules of entry, which are the same for everyone and are non-negotiable. Contenders cannot sue their way into the Kentucky Derby." Now, in response, Zidane Stable said it would appeal on the ruling of an emergency basis, saying the goal of our effort remains to ensure our horse Smooth will have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to compete in the 150th Run for the Roses on May 4th. Well, finding solutions to JCPS's bus driver shortage with TARC's help. We learned a meeting to discuss a possible partnership took place this week. Our senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez spoke with the Metro Council president, who says they came out of it with positive momentum.
There was nothing that presented a major regulatory challenge, which I thought was extremely encouraging.
It's the race to find remedies to Louisville's school transportation woes.
Our biggest enemy is time. And so we need to be doing things that buy us the time to find the longer-term solutions.
In a news conference earlier in the week, Mayor Craig Greenberg pitched a possible opportunity for JCPS to hire more bus drivers by taking from the pool of TARC workers who could be laid off as the agency faces financial hardship. JCPS Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio open to the idea.
We will hire every single TARC driver that is available to us, and we will do that as quickly as we possibly can. I will say this to any TARC driver that is impacted, you will get a raise.
Though the union representing TARC drivers not as high on the proposal.
Y'all want to know how y'all can help fund the transit system here in Louisville.
But it appears after the Wednesday discussion, some headway has been made.
We did not uncover any deal killers. TARC leadership was there, and I will give them all of the credit in the world of coming with an open mind and really being willing to have the conversation and say, you know, how can we make this work?
Metro Council President Marcus Winkler tells me they heard another alternative.
One of the options we explored yesterday, which seemed to have legs as a possible solution, is rather than people being laid off by TARC and hired by JCPS, can JCPS contract TARC to run these routes?
Right now, these are just initial talks, and JCPS officials say they expect follow-up meetings.
These decisions have to happen very, very quickly,
as time remains of the essence.
Now, in a statement, Mayor Craig Greenberg said he is grateful they walked away with encouraging next steps. We reached out to the TARC union president for more comment, but have not heard back. Well, last week, the Board of Education voted to cut bus service for the majority of JCPS magnet and traditional school students. That plan will start in the fall and involves consolidating school start times. The district is in its first year, as you know, implementing 9 start times, but by this fall could see that consolidate to 3. The school board will have to approve the change that would have schools start at 7:30, 8:40, and 9:40, and that vote should come in May. Also, JCPS relaunched its website today. While it's updating, they said you may experience minor inconveniences like slow downloading times, difficulty with specific pages or search results. The new site is expected to be more user-friendly and easier to navigate. Content, they said, will be updated as well. Thunder over Louisville preps are affecting downtown traffic at the moment. The 2nd Street Bridge is closed until Sunday afternoon, and the Big 4 Bridge just closed about an hour ago. It'll remain closed until 5 this evening for air show practice, and then we'll close again tomorrow from 10 a.m. until midnight for the Thunder Show. Speaking of the air show, this is the 50th anniversary of the F-16 fighter jet. It's one of several aircraft through the decades being featured in this year's show. And you can see the plane there flying close to the speed of sound. Its pilot says Thunder is unlike any other air show in the country because of how low the planes will fly and all the different ways you can watch.
Cannot wait to look down and see people on top of buildings and in the parking garages watching the show. That's going to be a unique vantage point. There's not many people that get to see a show in the country. In fact, this will be the only show in the country this year where people are going to be able to actually look down on the demonstration.
Now, coming up in our next half hour, we'll take you inside a plane that'll fly in tomorrow's air show. There is a lot going on for Thunder on the ground. The North Great Lawn opens at 9 tomorrow morning, followed by the Chow Wagon and West Belvedere at 11. And you can check out the Meyer Family Fun Zone on the Big 4 lawn starting at noon. It might be a bit soggy. Each location has free admission with a 2024 Pegasus pin, and there are more than 115 vendors. You'll want to get down there early to secure your spot. The Thunder over Louisville Air Show begins at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The drone and night show starts at 9, followed by the fireworks at 9:30. You won't want to miss it. And today, more vendors will move in and set up along River Road. There will be a lot of road closures you'll want to know. So text Thunder to that number on your screen and we'll send information directly to your phone.